welcome to Whispers. So, um, when you talk about fagburu, so Pantami is the guru. Pantami tiwa fagbo Buhari by him. So, um, because of everything going on, so they went back to go deco Buhari's version of pantomism. What is that thing again? So back in 2012, Buhari said, let's find out what he had to say then. That is hunting him down now. So Buhari said, Nigerian government is the biggest sponsor of Boko Haram. Buhari. President Muhammadu Buhari, as the presidential candidate of the Congress of Progressive Change in 2012, described the then federal government, under the leadership of former President Goodluck Jonathan, as the biggest sponsor of the Boko Haram insurgency. Really? But I thought they named Buhari, just same Buhari and 5 other people to be their negotiator. Okay. While granting an interview in November 2012, Buhari wondered why the federal government, with all the military and resources, could not end the insurgency, and was calling upon him, Buhari, to engage in talks with the state. The biggest Boko Haram is the federal government itself. This is because it has all the powers to stop anarchy, political and otherwise, in the country. Now that substantial parts of the country are being paralyzed, economic activities have ceased, people are no longer thinking of employment, they are thinking of what to eat. With all the military resources to them available, to me, the federal government has lost absolute control, Buhari had said. Boko Haram's sponsorship is coming to the fore in the country after old videos and materials indicted Buhari's ministers, Dr. Isipintami, as an extremist who held strong negative religious views. Public outcry had greeted Pantami's religious materials and extremist teachings, with several Nigerians and groups calling for his investigation and resignation from the Buhari government. Earlier, some Nigerians under a group Concerned Nigerians had written to the United States Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, asking that Pantami, the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, be placed on terrorist watch list due to his extremist religious views. The group stated that the U.S. Secretary of State should order an investigation into the allegations and permanently place him on the terrorist watch list. The convener of the group, D.G. Adeyanju, who signed the petition, had stated that those in power who express extremist views remain a threat to world peace, as they support the mass murder of both Christians and Muslims globally. The petition obtained was dated April 11 through the ambassador, U.S. Embassy in Nigeria, and it's entitled Terrorist Watch List is Nigeria and since then, Nigeria has known no peace. The social media has been a buzz. It has been a buzz. So let's find out what people have to say. Also, what an irony that Buhari's 9-year-old criticism of the competence of a previous government has now become an apt portrayal of his own incompetence at handling the Boko Haram insurgency after 6 years in power. Talk about an advertent self-criticism now manifesting as a self-fulfilling prophecy. Reference the proverbial finger pointing accuser. Who forgets that 4 other fingers? Yes, and it will not call someone like it, you know. Igba tó fi wíkà náà fi wá wọ̀n fún padà. Buhari is the head and chief sponsor of Boko Haram. We already know this. Who does not know that Buhari is the head of Boko Haram? Nigeria is the only country where murderers and rapists are freed as repentant terrorists. Nigeria is the only country where murderers and rapists are freed and rehabilitated by the government, but their victims don't get any justice. Buhari, you have proved beyond reasonable doubt that you are the father, head, and chief sponsor of Boko Haram. Lord is gracious. He allowed the second coming of Boko Haram to expose him for what he is, sheer religious lunatic. We all thank the same God for allowing him, Boko Haram, to put the last nail in the coffin of their Nigeria. Buhari is the author and finisher of insurgency in the north. In 2012, it said, if what happened in 2011, alleged rigging, should again happen in 2015, by the grace of God, the dog and the baboon would all be soaked in blood. Yeah, I saw a video, a translated video, yes, of him saying that people should go and vote, and they should guard the election, and they should, if anybody wants to tamper with the ballots, whatever, they should kill them. I mean, that is the president inciting the people to kill, all because he wants. I mean, oh God, Before 2015 elections, he and other collaborators in the north imported herdsmen from Mali, Senegal, Niger, and elsewhere to come in and create havoc just in case they lost the election. Unfortunately, Goodluck Jonathan conceded defeat in the name of peace. Today, the whole nation is suffering from the mischief of a few who just wanted power by all means. Those Fulani men they imported for violence were abandoned and now have become a real menace, terrorizing everyone. Buhari must undo the evils he did before he died. Yes, so. That is it. That is just it. So evil men do. Evil men do. Lives with them. So yes, so Buhari náà ló gbin èso kíkan, òun náà ló mọ̀sán kíkan báyìí sìn. So ó kàn jẹ́ pé wọ́n ní táwọn ilé ẹni bá ń jẹ kòkòrò tá a bá sọ fún oró ẹrẹ òun jẹ́ ká sùn hẹ́rẹ́ Buhari ni ò jẹ́ ká sùn báyìí sìn. Oró hẹ́rẹ́ Buhari ni ò jẹ́ ká sùn báyìí sìn, àsopọ̀ tí ń fanú rí àgùntàn tó bá jẹ́rìí ó máa jẹ̀gbẹ́. You see now, wọ́n ní tẹ́lẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bá di olódodo á pín bẹ́ẹ̀ torí ẹ̀ ló ṣe dá ká pín gààrí. Ká pín gààrí kóníkàlùkù tó orúkọ bàbá ẹ̀ wọ́n kúkú ti bàjẹ́. Wọ́n ti ní they want to do restructure but they are not ready to rotate the presidency. So kí la wá ń sọ? Self-determination or no is the best bet. And that is the only option now, because every other option has been tried and it failed. So, yes, so there you have it. So, Buhari's past is haunting him as well. So, him and Patami, they are doing and co, like father, like son. So, there you have it, guys. Buhari said Nigerian government is the biggest sponsor of Boko Haram. He said it, he lived it, he acted on it, he is the it. He is the Boko Haram. Because, I mean, look at the fraud, all the so-called whatever that they bought. Just the first 28 million, they were waylaid, they collected 28 million from them. They will kidnap people, ask for ransom, financing it. I mean, oh my word. So, there you have it, guys. Until I come your way again. Bye.